I'm gonna keep this very simple. This is how you recognize if someone is a cocaine addict. Let's start with the chin and jaw. Take an imaginary ruler and place it on the jaw from the chin. I don't know why, but it's always the left side of the face. The right side to us looking at them. That is the jaw, which freezes up. Some people show their cocaine through the chin. They do something called a chin roll. I've seen that with Krishnamurti, Lee Camp, and mostly with females. They do a chin roll. Try to unlock the chin jaw. Cocaine gives something called coke jaw. I am trying to push the ante, increase the ante. I haven't played poker in many years, decades. So I have forgotten the wording, but I am looking for a cocaine face rather than the cocaine jaw. Cocaine is probably the most stupid drug anyone could ever get addicted to. They all suck, except for pot, apparently, and coffee, in moderation. Cocaine is expensive, the buzz does not last, and it's highly addictive, so why would you even try it? So yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at some coke jaw. Use the imaginary ruler, and you'll see a rigidity. You can also be sort of an empath and pick up on the target noticing their own tardive dyskinesia, their own Parkinsonism. So that's the jaw chin. That's where you can look to recognize cocaine jaw. It's almost as if you can make a straight line from the chin to the air on the left side. Speech. Coke addicts tend to speak very fast. That's why cocaine is not really a party drug. If everyone smoked some weed, then you could share some food, laughter, you're on the same page, whatever, whatnot. But if you're on cocaine, if you're with people on cocaine, they'll just talk a mile a minute and they'll suck. You won't want to be near them. You'll pity them. Because you know that what they're doing is worse than tobacco. At least someone can quit cigarettes. They're not going to quit cocaine. In fact, the cocaine's probably going to become a gateway to something else. Tiger Woods must have been addicted to painkillers or something going on. Antidepressants, whatnot. He's an idiot. But this video is not about Tiger Woods. It's about pointing out how to identify coke face. I've upped the ante. That's it. I'm upping the ante to coke face from coke jaw. We've looked at coke chin and coke jaw. We've looked at rapid fire speech. There's also swollen cheeks. Coke addicts tend to have swollen cheeks. Let's move to the eyes. Then we'll finish with the eyebrows. So with the eyes, you're looking for a few things. You may see rapid blinking. These people are out of their skull, and they like it that way. Every day of their lives, they need that white stuff. They want to ski the slopes, or whatever the losers say about it. So there's rapid blinking. There can also be rapid eye movement. Not just blinking, but moving around type of stuff. So that's another thing to look for. The eye area. Finally, the coke addict loses control of the eyebrows. They tend to be buzzed. They're very high. They smile a lot. They're very goofy, talkative. The victims of psychiatry, on the other hand, will tend to look dejected, down. They'll be humble. They won't be this arrogant junkie like a Lee Camp or H.A. Goodman. The lines are being blurred between heavy drug use and psychiatric pills. That's why Rogan's putting on Dr. Carl Hart. Their plan is to protect psychiatry as much as possible. They want to keep it so psychiatry helps some people. It's not for everyone. We're going to reform it. When anyone with more than a pea-sized brain will have to acknowledge that psychiatry and the pills should be abolished. Psychology is fine. I might have said psychology instead of psychiatry in a separate video. Sorry about that. Psychology is good. Psychiatry is bad. So there you have it. That is how to identify cocaine addicts. The involuntary facial movements are referred to as tardive dyskinesia. It is irreversible in most cases. The only time it seems to go away is if the victim was young enough and could sort of grow out of it, so to speak. So stay away from these drugs. Stay away from booze. It doesn't matter that it's legal. Cigarettes will destroy your face. I was a cigarette addict. My face is getting a little gruffy from it, but I quit and my face isn't too bad at this point. What really did in my face was a product called corn. I got allergic to it. I didn't know it. Quorn. It's made out of some fungus out of Mrs. McGillicuddy's backyard somewhere in London. Some London suburb. So that destroyed my face a little bit, but what are you gonna do? The face healed. I'm looking pretty darn good. I have my face. I can make expressions. People who end up with tardive dyskinesia lose the freedom of the face. They're making the same movements as everyone else who has it. This guy H.A. Goodman is a disinfo shill. They're all over the place. If you figure out one paid fake working for the military, you will then be able to trace almost every single person they come into contact with. And they too will be military paid. They're paid through front groups. They're not fooling me. They're not fooling many people. They're not getting much for page counts, for viewers. They have everything in their favor, yet people must be starting to see right through it. The slow news day with the Glory Jones or whatnot. The Yuri from Belgium, the 1+1 wackadoo from Belgium. The Ebon Cams, that scumbag who does a wank. He said he was becoming a I can't even say the word, but he was going to change teams from male to female. That was a complete joke. But I tied him to, they're all tied. Jamal Thomas, Manitalk Redneckonomics, to the Uphill Roar Media bullcrap, the Hard Lens Media, the Jimmy Dores, the Jank Ugars, the Scott Cradens. I see Scott Craden went on a new show, which just popped up from like a year ago. They got maybe 7,000 total views, but they have an absurd number of subscribers for such a little watched channel. And Craden went on with them. One of the people on there at least has tardive dyskinesia very badly. These people are fake. This internet is so fake, and that's my message. These people are the scum of the earth. I try to mention Adrian Lamo. I try to get into these people's face as much as I can to let them know that they're not fooling everyone, that their faces are dead, and that this type of truth will stick in their minds and will haunt them until the day they die of natural deaths. But they're not getting the views. They're not fooling everyone. I get enough decent people here and there letting me know that I'm on the right track and that they know what I came up with and that they agree with it. And all these other people are fake. They're on the payroll. Sometimes it takes 5 seconds. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes. And you can just see that they're paid military shills. The Smith-Mundt Act was reformed, fake reformed, or whatever you want to call it, in 2012-ish. Propaganda was legalized. These people are trash. It's exciting to watch their faces fall apart. I will say that. H.A. Goodman, by the way, has a father. His name is Melvin Goodman. He's a CIA agent. Explaining to do. Find his videos on YouTube. You can watch some of him, and then you'll see that. Oh wow, that's obviously his dad. He's not scamming H.A. Goodman. He's the scum of the earth. He's hooked in with Tim Black, Jamal Thomas, Evan Kim, Jimmy Dore, David Packman, Ben Dixon. I can rattle off some names that I remember. They're obvious shills. They're all military. They're not fooling me, and I hope they're not fooling you. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Timmy Pool. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Timmy Pool, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Ding, 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 da, da, da. This old engine makes it on time. Leaves Central Station about 8:45. Hits River Junction at 17:02. At 9:45. You know it's traveling again. Trouble ahead. The lady in red. Take my advice, you'd be better off dead. Switchman sleeping. Train 102 is on the wrong track and headed for you. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Timmy Pool, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Trouble with you is the trouble with me. Got two good eyes, but we still don't see. Come round the bend, you know it's the end. The fireman screams and the engine just gleams. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, Timmy Pool, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Yeah.
I hear the boy says, I'm going to town, I'm going to 35. He said, my baby's got something I showed you like. What is it? He said, cocaine getting all around my brain.